Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today for Living Your Purpose. Today's theme is doing good. My name is Jamila Corbett. I'm an entrepreneur and brand strategist, and I help you authentically communicate your message and your value to the rest of the world. And we're going to introduce ourselves individually right now.
Okay. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for those who are in here. My name is SJ from Inner Soul Development. That's right, Inner Soul Development. I am a personal life coach and transformational speaker. What I do is I help you get off your autopilot, take you off course to your greater self. I will find that missing piece to your puzzle so that you could become as successful as I know that you can be.
And hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Danielle K. Anderson, also known as Danielle the VP. I am an entrepreneur, makeup artist, interfaith minister, Toastmaster, app junkie, etc., including a spiritual counselor and life coach. And it is my purpose to help people look good and feel good, to find and walk in their purpose. So thank you all so much for joining us this evening. We are always so happy when you are here. Please do us the favor of telling a little bird, sharing with your followers, because I like to think that we give some good information, and that's what we've been told, at least, right?
Yeah.
So tonight's topic, also we have what is called the love seat. It is locked at the moment, but we will be opening it up for others to come in, share their opinion, ask questions, etc., etc. So, as Jamila said, the topic for tonight is doing good, and it can take on many connotations, but helping you to find your purpose, living your purpose, what's important is to help find your purpose. And a lot of times it can come in doing things for other people. We all, when we're in business or when we try to go into business, we always say, I want to help people. Of course we want to help people. That's our job as people, to help other people. Or I want to help children or animals or the environment. All of these are fine and admirable, but how do we go about it? So doing small acts of kindness in your daily life, or volunteering in your community, or if you already have an established business, having your business represent a charity or community project or something like that. These are good things that you can do. I always ask, when people don't know what to do, what is it that gives you the most joy? How do you like to help people? Do you want to help them make money? Do you want to help them look good? Do you want to help them be healthy? Do you want to keep them safe? Do you want to make them feel loved or not alone? Do you want to help them recover from something, heal? There's so many different ways that we can help people. So the question is, for you, what is it that you want to help people do? And like I said, helping to figure that out is by doing good things. The smallest act can affect the greatest change. And you'd be surprised at what you can find by just trying, being nice.
Right.
Yes, and if I could chime in, when it comes to business, that's why most entrepreneurs start their businesses, is because we see a problem and we have the solution to other people's problems, and most of the time we just want to do good. I know that's why I started my business. I wanted to make an impact on other people. So that's all about doing good and living your purpose and achieving your highest good. So when you help other people let their light shine, it's like your light shines as well. And we never want to put someone else's flame out. And we always want to make sure our candle is shining brightly, because when our candle is shining brightly, that gives other people permission for their candles to shine brightly as well. And when we do good and when we impact other people, it's gonna have a ripple effect in the rest of the world.
Absolutely. I totally 100% agree with both of you guys. If you think about it, giving is it gives such a relief when you give. I mean, everybody wants to give of themselves and give of their time, okay? But however, you have to understand that be ready to receive. Don't think that some people just give, okay, for an intention. Okay. I'm giving because I want something back. A lot of things that we do as far as giving may not be monetary. It may not be for money. Okay, but it may be just for the smile or the appreciation of the person that you giving it to. Okay, so make sure that when you do give, that it is from the heart. Okay, make sure that you give it from the heart, and that it's nothing that would want or require anything back. Okay, because remember, whatever you give, you're going to receive, but you got to give in the intention of doing good, and it's from the heart.
That's, yeah, totally agreed. So there's a saying that I said this on Scope earlier. I said this on another blab with Caleb Maddox. It's a saying that I heard years ago, and it resonates with me constantly every single day. And it goes, you can count the seeds in the apple, but you can't count the apples in the seed. So what that means is you can give something to someone and not know, like, I guess it can be likened to the give a man a fish, teach a man a fish analogy, but you can give something to someone and know that it does good for that moment, but there's more inside of that can go on for infinity. An apple has maybe 6, 7, 8 seeds in it. You put those seeds into the ground and it grows a tree that bears more and more fruit, that, and the cycle continues. And not only does it feed people, it provides homes for animals and, nourishment and shade and all of these things. So when I say that, it means, just to go back to what I said earlier, the smallest thing can affect the greatest change. And you never know what just buying somebody a cup of coffee, who may be cold outside, could do for that person. Just saying a kind word, the smallest thing. Even if you volunteer one day out of your life, one day at a shelter somewhere, you never have to go back there again. But being nice to those people and being genuine in your service could make an amazing impact on those women or children or men, whoever who was there, on their life. And they can, because of the thing that you did, the compassion that you showed, the service that you were willing to give, could inspire someone else to do something even greater. So let me ask you guys, what is it that you do in your business or in your personal life that shows that you do good? What is the good that you do?
And I'm going to unlock the seat. And feel free to hop in.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that when I did a scope about this, regarding a lot of mentors or a lot of trainers or coaches that are following me on Periscope. A lot of them haven't done a scope. A lot of them are just sitting there and they're just being entertained, I guess, and just waiting for their moment. So I was saying, doing good or inspiring somebody on the other side of the lens, you don't know exactly that other person's story. So it's really important, if you haven't scoped, I say do it the first time. You're gonna suck. I sucked. No, I totally sucked. You cut your rhythm as you go along, but the point is, you're doing something. You're giving your story. You're changing a life. Okay, and you're being able to be motivating and encouraging to the next. So I did a challenge to them to say, go one time, just once, just say something, because you never know what impact you may be giving to the other person looking on the other side of the lens. It is truly amazing once you see the transformation in somebody.
And hello, Vicky. Welcome to the Love Seat.
Welcome, Vicky.
Hi. Thanks for allowing me to jump in.
Yes.
I just want to tell you, today is the first day that I've accessed Blab, and it's perfect for a person with the gift of gab. And I saw what you were doing and what you were talking about, and I loved what you were just saying about your purpose and making an impact in the lives of other people. And I was just on the short of it. I'm a single mom starting life over. a virtual assistant just starting a business, but I have heart for service. And at this place in my life, I'm just really excited about how to help other people. And it's more of it came about completely by accident. I had 27 years of administrative background. Went through a divorce. It was an abusive relationship. I've been through breast cancer. I mean, I've had the works and started life over. But I've gone through this journey to find that there's more to life, and my story has a purpose. And this journey to become a virtual assistant is allowing me to give back to so many people that have helped me. So when I learned about this blab thing, my mom always teased me about having the gift of gab, but it's really a gift. And so I'm just really excited to connect with people and find out, what their passions are and what their story is and how they're out there making a difference and an impact. And I just want to say thank you to whoever the creator of Blab is, because this is a really amazing tool. And I was trying to get to the next step with this service that I'm starting, and it's called Virtual-Admin Solutions. But I'm trying to find a way. I don't want to just do tasks or do projects for business owners, small business owners. I want to get people. And I think by using your voice, you're connecting. It's your first step to connecting to people and building relationships. And that's what life's really all about. At the end of the day and at the end of this journey, just knowing that you've made an impact in a positive way. And so I just appreciate the opportunity to jump on with you guys today. This just really touches my heart that you guys are out here doing this and that you're talking about making a difference in people's lives. It just touched me completely.
Right. Well,
so
thank you so much for sharing your story.
We appreciate you so much because you have a vision of what you want to do and how you want to impact the world. Okay. Remember, you were saying, well, how I'm going to be able to do this and how I'm going to be able to do that. Trust me, you have a creative imagination. That's number one. Okay, that's number one. Now, you don't have to worry about, you just put in the work. The universe is going to teach you how. It's going to come. It's going to come like a lake. It's going to almost come like one after the other. You're going to learn. The journey is, you're going to be helped through that journey. You just got to, as long as you got that vision, as long as you got that image, as long as you got that blueprint, doesn't matter how sketchy it is, the universe will be able to show you exactly how. So don't worry about the how. Just concentrate on you doing what it is that you're doing right now.
Do it on the why.
Right, and I'm just really excited. This is a tool to find out from people what they're going through in life. I just can't say it enough that this service is more about how to help people and make a difference. I just don't want to leave this earth and not have done something to make an impact and leave a mark. So I just applaud you guys. I heard what you were doing and I was like, wow, I just have to say hello. And, I want to learn from people. I really do. I'm excited about hearing what everybody else is doing in their journey. So this is a great tool.
Well, thank you so much, Vicki.
Thank you.
I don't know. These two might make fun of me behind my back because I'm the emotional one in the group. Whenever someone says something like that to us, it really does touch me. I'm like almost teary-eyed right now because it just means for us, it's a confirmation that we are doing the thing that we're meant to be doing. We are living our purpose by helping you at least recognize that that's what we're trying to do, is help other people find that and have the conversations that people don't have anymore, or take a different perspective. We have 3 very unique personalities and perspectives, but our purpose is all very similar. Just like I said in the beginning, we all want to help people. And the question is how? I'm a minister, so mine is more spiritually based. SJ is a coach, and he's more about mindset, while Jamila is a business person, and she's like, all right, let's get it done. and how do we make this beneficial to ourselves and other people financially. Not saying that her heart isn't right, but that's where she shines. So I really do appreciate you coming on and showing your appreciation for us. It really does touch me. And thank you so much. And good luck to you.
Well, thank you.
In your
thank
journey.
you so much. Again, I have a lot to learn, and but that's the really fun part about this, is that you get to connect and you get to use your voice to do that. I mean, I have been using social media, Facebook. I love creating. I love coming up with ways, interesting, fun ways. I didn't even know all these things about myself until these last 3 years on coming on the other side of this abusive marriage. And it's just like the good Lord gave me this purpose, and I really wasn't even looking at starting a business. And that idea came back around to me after about a year of, if you can believe, in a small town, it's hard even finding jobs with 27 years of experience. And so when the idea came back around, I knew it was more than purpose. There was a reason behind why the idea came back. So again, I have a lot to learn when it comes to social media and how connecting. But when I heard about this tool, I thought, my mother teased me, like I said, about the gift of gab. This is the connector. That's what I say to people that I'm helping. Communication is the key.
Absolutely.
And it is the bridge. So thank you so much. Yeah. I didn't mean to overstep, but
you're good.
I was really excited by all of you. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, take care. Have a blessed evening. Bye.
Okay.
Thanks. You too. Bye.
Thank you.
Like, y'all, that makes me feel so good.
Yeah.
Every time. Yes. Every single time. I just be like, no, Lord. Just,
yes. But it shows that a lot of people want to do good. They do.
Yeah.
They love doing good. They love giving back. I mean, I think that, living your purpose or finding your purpose is important. I mean, there's a lot of things that motivate you to do something, but if you don't know what you're supposed to do on this earth, then what's the sense of motivating you to go where? Okay, so
yes, right.
Like, you gotta know where you are in the stream of time. You gotta know exactly where you sit at right now and where you are, and evaluate that. Because as she said, she learned a lot about herself.
And for all of those entering in the room, this is Living Your Purpose. This is a weekly show that we host with me, Jamila Corbett, Danielle, the VP, and SJ from Inner Soul Development. We host this every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today's theme is about doing good. And we're from everywhere. So I'm from Washington, D.C. Danielle, the VP, is from Washington, D.C. And SJ from Inner Soul Development is from the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, that whole area.
Right. So are there any questions that anyone has as to the subject matter of the evening, doing good, or your input on doing good? What is it that you do? Even you, Jamila or SJ, you can answer this question as well. What do you do that you see as doing good, whether you make money at it or not?
No, well, I don't think it's all about money. It's never about money.
No, it's never about money, but
And I think every business, I'm taking it from a business standpoint because that's what I always do, but every business should have a community service component to that business. So what are you doing in your business that's going to help you give back and help fulfill your employees and just do good in the world? Like, every business should have one of those. And for me, I work with kids with special needs, and I also volunteer at various organizations and, give back via clothes, time, or whatever. And I think it's important to do that. Like, people think when you're doing good, it always has to have a monetary value, when essentially your time is actually the greatest, your greatest asset. And it's the greatest thing that you can give to someone else. So when you share your time with someone else, that tells that person, that tells those people that you actually care. Right. So even if you don't have any money, you can still do good. It's not all about, I'm going to write a check for such and such amount. That means nothing. I'd rather have someone come and share their time with me than write a check and that's it, and just leave. That means you don't really care.
Right.
Right. As far as myself, I think that these platforms, as I said, with the Periscope and with the Blab, is so direct. It's so direct. You don't need any middlemen. You just go right to that person, and you could be able to talk to that person. I think that what I do as far as talking and coaching individuals, one of my great things that I want to do more of, and I only got a chance to do it once, was to speak for at-risk youth kids. And I think that was awesome because, they already feel like they have hit their ceiling at 10. Okay?
Right.
They hit their ceiling in life at 12. Okay? Because of what they see, they think that's who they are going to become. So I think that me seeing that, and also me volunteering, I did homeless shelters, where you can eat for free, and I got a chance to speak to a lot of seniors are alone. Oh my God, there's a lot of seniors that are so alone, but they got so much stories, as though they got a bunch of people around them, but they are so alone. So I get to see the potential in individuals, from young to even as old as 80, 90. It's just a blessing because it works here. I think that's the best payoff. I think that is the best payoff. And the best impact is to actually to be able to help an individual. So, I'm really into that.
And if you'd like to hop in the seat, feel free to hop in the love seat. We'd love to hear your story, and we'd love to hear how you're doing. You are doing good.
And if you don't know, we can explore that too. You know what I mean? It's about a conversation. So if you have questions, please do ask. We're happy to have you. One thing, you're ready? Yes, jump on in. We're ready for you.
I think that's one of the most talked about question is how. I think I think people know what they want, but they don't know how. And so they'll go along being comfortable, just going off of whatever, but not really knowing how to do it. So they're scared to ask us. So I say, if you want to ask how, we can show you how. That's the whole purpose.
Lachelle, I saw that you clicked, but I accepted you. Did something happen on your end?
Try again.
Come in. This is the love seat. The love seat.
Here we go.
Come in.
There she is.
Oh no.
Not again.
Oh no.
So close.
All right. I think
click it one more time and don't touch it again.
Struggle on that issue. Okay. Don't touch.
I'm sorry, you guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're here. Hello.
Hey, Ashley. We had a good time last night. Y'all just don't know.
I'm so excited.
Oh yeah. I was vibing last night with two other individuals from another YouTube community that I'm in. Hi, ladies. I'm so glad that you come in. My name is Lachelle, and I'm the host of Minority Report, which is a video blog I have on YouTube about Black-owned businesses. So that is my version of doing good. When I look at the social climate in America right now, and just the injustice that Black people are experiencing, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, I'm not rioting, I'm not marching. That's just not me. What I will do is invest in my community, and I'm a firm believer that there is no social justice without economic development. So I started a blog back in April, and I started interviewing local Black business owners, and then through YouTube and social media, people started reaching out to me from other places, and that's how I discovered Blab. So I was like, I needed a platform where I could interview people remotely who are not local to me. And then I met SJ, and just trying to do good, you start to meet other individuals who want to do good as well. And I think that's a really huge component about wanting to do good, surrounding yourself with other people who have that same mindset that want to do good as well. That was what's going to keep you on that path of selflessness.
That's right.
I like you ladies. I find that we have a lot of things in common. You know, I volunteer at a local women's shelter. I do vision board presentations. I did my first like really big one back in March. And then since then, I've been going to local women's shelters and doing vision board presentations and bringing all of my own materials and talking to those ladies about the importance of having a vision for your life and pursuing your purpose and being passionate about pursuing your purpose. But the one thing that I find a lot of people are hesitant about or confused about is how to monetize their purpose. It's like inside of me, I feel like, you know, I'm the world's greatest basket weaver, or inside of me, I feel like I'm the world's greatest chef, or inside of me, you know, I have a passion for public speaking, but I'm secure in my job, which pays my bills and takes care of my family. And that is the one stumbling block that people have about pursuing their passion. I'm stuck in a job that pays my bills, and afraid. I'm absolutely afraid to come out of my comfort zone, take a leap of faith, risk everything that provides me a level of stability and being comfortable to really pursue my passion. And, you know, just like SJ was saying, you can't think about the how. You have to just think about the why. You know, why
Right.
am I doing this? This thing fulfills me, it feeds me, it nourishes me. I feel complete. I feel whole. I feel like I'm doing what my creator, whatever God I believe in, or the universe, or whatever it is that I believe in. I feel like I'm meeting that obligation. I'm doing what I was predestined to do, and the money will come. I tell people that all the time. The money will come. Like right now with my YouTube channel, it's not monetized. I haven't started charging people for interviews yet, but I know that once my reach gets to a certain level, that I'm actually benefiting them by them being on my show because they're broadening their reach, then I know I can monetize it at that time. But for right now, my why is just to simply to reinvest in my community. And that's why I do what I do. So I really commend all three of you for even having this discussion and encouraging people to not just do good, but do the good that not is beneficial to other individuals, and that's going to bless them tremendously. People have no idea what a blessing it is to bless somebody else.
Oh man.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
man. 100%.
100%. I mean, it's
100%.
real. It's a real thing. You know, it's a real thing. I'm just going to share a real quick story, and I'm gonna hop out the love seat. I was in a because SJ, you already know we go in.
2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours.
Okay, first of all, I'm sorry, I don't know your name, Nisa Mamiri. I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to mispronounce your name. Let me correct a misconception. I appreciate the fact that you're white, and I have no problem with white people at all. What I need white people to understand is because I'm pro-black does not mean I'm anti-white. I don't hate anybody. The faith that I have will never allow me to hate anyone. I don't hate gay people. I don't hate white people. I don't hate people who are ex-offenders. I don't hate people who I don't hate people who are child molesters. I don't hate anyone because you know what? Whatever wrong you may have done or how you're benefiting from your ancestors who did my people wrong, that's not necessarily your fault. I am not going to ever hate white people or encourage other people to burn white people, attack white people or anything like that. I'm not a race inciting individual, you know, race baiting, race war inciting individual. That is not what I do. What I do is I recognize within my own community, and if you are watching the news and if you're following the climate of our culture right now, you will see that in our community, black people, especially educated black people, are being hired last. That's an economic disadvantage that affects not just the individual, but it also affects their family. So I'm not saying that's just one statistic. I'm not even going to get into education. I'm not going to even going to go as far as talk about mass incarceration. I'm not going to talk about legislation. But if I could, and I would, but I won't. What I will tell you is that I don't hate white people, and I don't tell people to hate white people at all. But there is nothing wrong with me saying that I recognize that my community is being ravished. And instead of asking white people or asking legislators to come into my community and fix it, I'm saying my people need to galvanize and we need to fix ourselves. And that the best way to do that is to economically invest in one another. I'm all for living your purpose, sis. You're the branding person in this group. You're the business person in the group. I'm all for that. And I'm all for saying, you know, let's start businesses, but we also need to invest in the businesses that already exist. And if your purpose is to start a business, if that's your doing good, whether it's a homeless shelter, whether it's a counseling group session, whether it's providing clothes or back to school backpacks or whatever, if that is you're doing good and you're doing good within your community, I think that's all that is being required of you. We can't extend ourselves and give more than what we have. And for right now, I'm focusing on me and my people. That's me doing good. That's not me hating you. That's me doing good where I am. So I hope that clarifies that for you. And I want you to continue to come back to this group every Sunday at 6 o'clock because I said, don't leave this group. You know, don't not support because you don't agree with what I'm doing as far as doing good. If you don't like what I'm doing, don't take that out on them because I'm on Blab as well. If you don't follow me, I really do want you to continue to support what they're doing because they are ministering, they are encouraging, they are uplifting, they are pouring into people. And I really need that to be very, very clear when this broadcast is over.
Lachelle,
thank you.
Take a breath. I cannot with her passion. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Wow.
That's nice.
I think you said everything that needed to be said right there.
Exactly. Well, I think it's really, really important that we understand that that's a lot right there. That was a whole lot right there.
But she's so passionate.
I think she made a good point. You know, it's good to uplift your community, and I think that's good. And you know, all the communities, especially the minority community, they want to know how to do good. They want to be able to give. And like I said, they just don't know how to. So it's up to us, the people who have the specialized knowledge, to be able to help that individual. Now, remember, everybody has to take accountability for their actions. I'm sorry. People have to take accountability, okay? And being accountable, okay? But also challenge accountability as well, okay? But like I said earlier, we all have a choice. We all have a choice. At the end of the day, everybody has a choice. Every day you have a choice. You have a choice to do good. You have a choice to be grateful. You have a choice to love yourself. You have a choice. That's a choice that you have. But you got to take responsibility or accountability for the things that are going on in your life that you attracted. You attracted. So, as I said earlier, learn to do good if you do have the specialized knowledge to help others do it. And whatever platform that may be. This is the most direct platform that we have that we can put out good content for people to be encouraged by.
Welcome, Dr. Gonzalez.
Welcome.
Is it? I'm having some issues seeing you. Your light is distracting.
Yeah, okay.
Is there a way to, I'm glad that you're here, but we'd love to see your beautiful face.
Yes.
Okay, let me try to fix the light.
There you go. That's
all right.
better.
That's much better.
I am glad that you young people, because I'm really supposed to be retired, but they're just not retiring me. But I'm glad to see you young people.
That means you're really valuable.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so. But you all are valuable too, because you have to carry on things when we are gone. And a lot of the older people are now just stepping back and they're retired and they're saying, well, you know, whatever. It's not like that at all. Okay? We all have a purpose. We all have meaning, and we all are trying to do something. And even some of the people that we don't think are trying to do something, it's not that they didn't have a purpose when they started out. They just fell on their face and they don't know how to get back up again. And with that, we have to try to help them. Now, my purpose is now, I'm retired from things. I was a counselor. My purpose is now feeding people. You know, so at my church, we feed the homeless and we feed I call them the ill-employed, because they're making like $6 and $7 an hour. That's not even heard of, but people do live on that. Okay, and this is what we do, and I'm just glad that I listened to the the program that she had last night, and I was just amazed that a lot of, I know they feel like it. I just was wondering, where are they? And now I know. So I've said enough. You all say everything else.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate you. We really, really do.
So much.
I appreciate all of you, because somebody's got to take charge. Okay.
Right.
Well, I was on Periscope last week, and my weekly motivation was, if not you, then who?
Right.
Because, and it's not to say that, sometimes we have that thought in our head and take it as pressure, like I have to be the one, I'm the only one. No.
Yeah.
But you have to be the one to make a decision
Mm-hmm.
on whether or not you're going to have a good day, whether or not you're going to be a blessing to someone else, or whether or not, because you are the only person who has to live with you 24 hours in a day. Nobody else has to do that unless you're a conjoined twin. Fair enough? Right? So, there are moments where we're all by ourselves. We can be surrounded by people and still be lonely. So if it's not you that's going to encourage you, if it's not you that is going to give to somebody else, how can you tell somebody else how to be if that's not you doing it?
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that tries to live by an example. I don't do anything. I don't tell anybody that I work with to do anything that I haven't done for myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's about, you, like you said, somebody has to take charge. Somebody has to take the lead. And I really do appreciate you for, again, sharing your appreciation. I said it earlier. It touches me every time anybody acknowledges what it is that we do, because this is our version of doing good. We don't get paid for this. We're taking time out of our days. We're entrepreneurs. So, but we do it because we've lived it. We are living it. And other people are living it too. And when I try to do things, I want to make sure that nobody feels like they're alone. Right. Because I felt like I was alone, and even though I wasn't. So now I can recognize the things that other people are going through, and this is part of why I do what we're doing here. Mm-hmm. So thank you for your insight and experience.
Right. We are so powerful, and internally we are so internally powerful, but because of what we see, our five senses that we judge how we're going to live, what we see, taste, touch, hear, we devalue our power. We are so much powerful than what we give ourselves. The universe has given us so much power to be as anything that we want to be. Anything. Exactly. Anything that we want to be. We can be able to leave a legacy, or we can leave a liability. Okay? Mm-hmm. We don't want to, mm-hmm. we want to be able, we could be able to leave a legacy. Okay? But because a lot of people that I deal with or I talk to have the consciousness of lack of limitation, all right, then that's all they see is a ceiling. They already hit their ceiling. But what is wide open?
What's the lack of limitation? You mean the lack of money?
Lack of limitation as far as lack of mental awareness.
Okay, and that's the thing that somehow or other, I had come away from counseling, and I was a school counselor, but I still counsel people. Unfortunately or fortunately, my counselees that I counsel are all Caucasian. Okay. And that's money. The money's green to me. But I would like to actually say that I really want to get some kind of a coaching or some kind of something geared toward getting our young people out and getting them motivated, because they have it right here. Okay. There's some intelligent young Black people. All kids are intelligent as far as I'm concerned. I just met a lady yesterday who was, her son was a client of mine, and she just started saying, you made a difference in your life. Having said that and come away with that yesterday, I'm thinking, there's still young people that still need help. They need to hear that they can do it, but they also need to feel that they can do it. They also are afraid to fail, and you're going to fall. Okay, many times in your life, many times. Okay, but you get up, you wipe yourself off, you finish that scraped knee, and you keep on going. And that's what
Right.
life is about.
Yeah, I've said it before again on Periscope. You know, you're going to not succeed. You're going to fall on your face, and that's okay. It's amazing because you learn.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know how not to do something, like I mean, we don't make mistakes. We make experiences, and the point is to learn from those things.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't learn, then you know maybe you need to readjust your thinking. But if you do the same thing over and over again and the same results happen, then it's time for you to get evaluated. But if you fall on your face and you say, that was interesting. All right, so I know not to walk that way. I know how to pick up my feet when I step over this crack, or so that we can figure out what not to do,
Right.
either for ourselves next time or for the next person who may be walking in that same direction.
Right. And as kids, okay, just like you said, what it is that people have understanding. People have to understand that we are just not physical beings. If we think on a physical plane, we're going to think lack and limitation. We are spiritual beings in a physical body with the God-given gift of intelligence. So once we understand that there are higher faculties that we have at our disposal, we can become more mentally aware of our potential and our power. Okay? So we got to stop thinking in a physical sense of our physical bodies. Okay? So I teach that a lot. But my thing is that these people, especially the at-risk youth kids, a lot of them are committing suicide at 10, 12, 13, because they feel life is too much. They haven't even begun life. And that's the sad part.
Well, a lot of the problem is that it's not that they haven't begun life, but they've lived a lot more life than maybe they ought to. Some of us have.
So true.
That's what it is.
But we do it just so should we reintroduce ourselves
we have a lot of new people in here, people that may not be familiar with the broadcast.
Okay.
So welcome everyone to Living Your Purpose. My name is Danielle K. Anderson, also known as Danielle the VP or the Executive, here on Periscope and on Twitter. I'm an entrepreneur, interfaith minister, speaker, many other things, and it is my purpose to help people look good, feel good, find and walk in their own purpose.
And my name is Jamila Corbett. I'm an entrepreneur and brand strategist, and I help you authentically communicate your message and your values to the rest of the world. You can find me on Periscope and on Twitter at Jamila Corbett. I'm under this at Living Your Purpose right now, but you can find me on Periscope, Jamila Corbett, JamilahCorbett. Boom! And if you join my Periscope, you know what that is.
I love that.
Amazing. My name is SJ from Inner Soul Development. That's right, Inner Soul Development. I am a personal life coach and transformational speaker. I help you get off your autopilot. I take you off course to your greater self. I find that missing piece to your puzzle so that you can live in your purpose and be as successful as I know you to be.
So today, the topic is doing good, not just being nice to people. It's about being good in your everyday life, in your business, in your community. And that helps you, if you haven't found your purpose, to find your purpose. And if you are walking in your purpose, to expand it and share. Like I said, when we try to, as entrepreneurs, when we're looking for something to do, someone asks us, what do you want to do? They say, I want to help people. And that's all they got. I want to help people. I want to help children. I want to help animals. I want to help the environment. Those are the things. People, animals, environment. That's cool. That's great. But that's what we're supposed to do as human beings anyway. So now the question is, how do we narrow it down to what type of help do you want to give people? Do you want to be in the medical field? You want to help people heal? You want to be a doctor? Do you want to be a spirit? You get them, help them spiritually? Do you want to minister? Do you want to help people practically, like get them off the streets or get them a better income bracket, make money? Sometimes it can seem selfish, but it's really not. Even if it's in your business, for instance, my business, I'm a makeup artist and a graphic designer. And a lot of times people come down on me because they think it's superficial. It's really not. I help people look and feel beautiful to their own standards, not what the world says, but to help see themselves in another light, because as many people that tell me I look gorgeous, I'll just say I'm just regular. I don't see that. But when I put makeup on, I see what everybody else sees when I don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about perspective and mindset. And I help other people in the graphic design with their business to help them create their own wealth, or just advertise, get their their message out to the world.
Exactly.
So, it doesn't, just because you make money doesn't mean it's selfish. It just means you're smart.
And it just means you're monetizing your passion. That's all it means.
Right. I mean,
we have to eat and live.
And the more money that we have, the more we can free ourselves of time and resources so that we can continue to give to others in a different way.
That's right.
And that's true. And if I could just chime in, I've been kind of quiet over the past few minutes. I've just been kind of listening and soaking everything in. But just to touch on a couple of things that you guys were saying about living your purpose and your passion and doing good. One of the reasons why I did quit my job in 2012 to focus on building my dreams and, building a business, scaling my company. And now I'm able to build other businesses because I had my time back and I wanted to do good. I started with the seed of, I just need to be doing more. I need to leave an imprint on the world. And the job that I had, it was great. I mean, I loved it, but I just felt like I wasn't doing enough. And I did not want to leave this earth without making some type of legacy, without leaving my footprint in the sands of time. So therefore, I made a decision, stepped out on faith, decided to follow my dreams and do good. And so over the course of the next few years leading up to today, everything kind of evolves, right? So you start with the seed of, I need to make an impact. I need to do good. And you don't know what that is, but it evolves as you come into your own, as you find out who you are as a person. And so once I found what my purpose was and what that my secret sauce was, I was able to communicate that with the world. And that's what I do. That's my why, is to help other people find their purpose, find their passion, and communicate their authenticity and monetize their authenticity so they can live their purpose and they can do good in their own lives.
Absolutely. And so you have to understand what was just said. We all found our purpose and we're trying to help others find their purpose. But this is very important. When you want to go for a life objective, not only goal, life objective, right? When you have a life objective, you need to have, before any objective, you got to have a reason. And that reason has to be, you have to get emotionally attached to that reason. Emotionally attached to that reason. That's the why. That's the big why. When you can have a why any day, but when the why has to be emotionally attached, because then when you have that, you become desiring of it. You get passionate with that why or that reason. So before that reason, you could be able to get that life goal accomplished or that life objective accomplished. So everybody needs to just basically, if you don't know your purpose, sit down, shut the world down. Like, how you cut your lights off so you won't get a high bill. Everybody cuts their light off before they go to work. Shut the lights out, turn the lights out, and be able to find get into yourself as to what brings you the most joy. Okay, what brings you the most joy? What about you do you want to give to the world? And find your why. Find the why and that reason, and get emotionally attached to that reason. And that's very important.
And it can come in all different forms. If you find the most joy in playing a sport, do you know what kind of an impact that can make on somebody? Whether you get paid for it or not, you can create programs and systems to help people in many areas of the community. You know what I'm saying? You can coach kids, you can have a training camp, you can go into medicine, and all of these things, again, is just doing good. Yeah. What brings you the most joy is the key. Find out what it is that makes you happy every single time without fail. Whether you're successful at that particular project or not, I don't care. I used to draw, and there were times where it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, and it became something else. And I was cool with that because I was still creating, right? So the mission may not end up looking like what you thought in the beginning, but find the thing that gives you the most joy, the activity the type of people or environment that you find yourself in that makes you happy every single time. And you can go from there and skyrocket. You'll have no idea.
Absolutely. Because this is a thought universe, a thought universe. Everything's around you that you see was created twice. It was created twice. Once in the mind as a thought. As a thought. And it became whatever it was out from the thought. So everybody's creating. Your creation never stops. Your creating never stops. I don't care how old you are. You always create. So you can always find a reason or a purpose for why you are here. Always creating. Remember that.
And I want to share with you guys in the comment section. I wrote about this very topic on my HuffPost column. It's the secret to turning life into an everyday vacation. I want you guys to check that out right there in the comments. And what we talk about, I co-authored this piece with my good friend Aaron. And what we talk about is finding that why, finding your passion and your purpose, and your sweet spot lies in the in between the intersection between the skills that you have and your purpose. And your sweet spot is what you should monetize right there. And so if you check that out, maybe that'll give you a little bit of insight. Maybe that'll help you set you along on your path. All you have to do is just do the exercise.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jamila, for sharing that. See, that's where Jamila, again, that's where she shines. She's a writer. I blog, but I'm like nowhere near that. And I'm more about promoting others than myself, even though I have a lot that I do.
You have,
but
my.
I know. And you know what, SJ, the thing that you said about something that is created twice, once in the mind and then second into reality, or what we perceive as reality, that made me think so much of what Crazy Town is and has become. And for those of you guys who are not familiar with my presence on Periscope, here on my profile, you'll see the very last thing is the mayor of Crazy Town. And Crazy Town started out as just a simple website where I can hold my blogs, stuff that I wanted to share with people. And I say it's the place where all the voices in my head come to hang out. So there are several different things that I do, and I just wanted them to kind of come together in one place. And that sprouted from Periscope, when I just share inspiration, motivation, and then I'll do product reviews, and then I'll do something to pay it forward, give love, and have other people promote themselves. And that's what Crazy Town has become now. It's an actual community. First, it was an idea for a website just to blog, just to put my videos up. And then it's now like 1,500 people, which is amazing to me in just a couple of months, at least.
Beautiful.
And it grows every single day. And to me, that's amazing, because it's, again, me doing good, sharing myself, giving of myself from a free app. It's just me and my time. And it's me being nice. It costs me nothing. And it feels amazing. So something simple like this, small things can affect great changes.
Right. And
so there it is.
And just to piggyback off of that, that's beautiful. I love Crazy Town, because when she comes into town and I do my Periscope, boy, I'll be getting all these hearts and I'll be loving it. I'll be not wanting nobody to leave, because once it's gone, the Crazy Town is out of here, and they go to the next. I'll be like, wait a minute, can I get one last heart, please? Listen, let me let you know that I also, really important is, people need to know or understand what it is, because people do things like this. They get results that they don't want. They do things that they don't really want to do, but they constantly do it over and over and over again every year. It never happens without fail. So what it is your rituals. Your rituals define who you are. Okay, your rituals define who you are. So what I do is I try to break those rituals. That's why I have a 7-day detox mind reset coming out very, very soon. That's going to bring you 7 days of what you need to do to be as successful every day, because I work out. So when I see somebody that's built and looks nice, I be wanting to know what it is that person does every day, right? So this is a mind detox, mind reset, so that you could be able to get your mind detox, because in order for you to do that, you become as creative and you have more power to be able to use at your disposal to be as successful as you want to be. So that's coming out soon, the 7-day detox mind reset. So check that out when it's coming out.
Beautiful. Thank you, SJ. All right. It's almost 7 o'clock.
Yeah, so I'm going
let's
to
close it officially.
Pause the recording, I guess.
Thank you, everyone. What happened?
Hold on, my computer is.
That's okay. I'm hosting too, so I can fix it if we need to. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on Living Your Purpose. We are here every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can follow any and all of us, including myself, at Danielle the VP on Twitter, here, and also on Periscope. The official broadcast handle is at Living Your Purpose. Today, Jamila is taking that one. She sacrificed herself for the good of the group. But Jamila, give your handle also. Jamila. Okay, SJ.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay,
she went silent.
I'm SJ from Inner Soul Development. My handle is Inner Soul Development at innersouldevelopment.com. You can also catch me on Inner Soul Development and Facebook, so like my Facebook page. Also, my handle is SJ Development 15 for Twitter. If you need to hit me up. So, is that what you were talking about?
Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me?
We can see you and hear you. We can see you and hear you.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes,
okay.
Now we can hear.
Let's close this out. My name is Jamila Corbett. I'm an entrepreneur and brand strategist, and I help you authentically communicate your message and your value to the rest of the world. You can hit me on Periscope at Jamila Corbett, JamilahCorbitt. Visit my website, JamilaCorbitt.com, and also visit my Facebook page, Facebook.com/Jamila Corbett. Get in contact with me. Boom! There you go.
The girl is on fire. Thank you, everyone. We will see you again.
And thank you so much for joining us.